Hello and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Monday. My name is Wizzy0, now it's call me Wizzy, and today we're continuing with some more OceanBlock 2. Now in the last episode, well, we basically just got started, but we did get a little ways through. We got our base pretty much all set up, got the starting raft all disassembled, got the dirt platform already started, and we're starting to expand it out a little bit more. So this episode we're basically just going to do that. Of course, work on some more of the quests to progress along through. But yeah, anyways, we're going to be diving right back into it. And one thing I do want to note is I had just hit 400 subscribers. I know that's not a lot, but I mean, well, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't in the same way, if that makes any sense. So, but I do want to just thank you all for subscribing, and that means I know you guys are interested in seeing more of my content, so yeah. Anyways, so yeah, it was the gravel that I was, okay, so I do the hammer of the stone pebbles into the gravel, and then of course I do the gravel again to turn it into dirt. So let's do this, and I think actually what I can do is I can do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we get some more, and we actually did get a quest book. I don't know why the first time you play, it doesn't actually give you the quest book, but it's fine. I really don't need it because I have it set up, so all I have to do is press home, and it will bring it up. So, anyways, let's continue expanding this out. I'm gonna do basically 4 out around the center here for now, and then I can expand it more as needed later on. So anyways, it is, so yeah, the dirt gives us. Okay, so I'm going to do is I'm going to place this dirt down. I'm going to hammer that to give us sand. And then I'm going to sieve the, or put the gravel and sand through this sluice. And I do need to sleep here in a moment. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look at what we need to do. Sluicing for life. The sluice system has proven invaluable. Minerals extracted might hold the key to advancing my survival efforts. Task: use the sluice to gather basic ore chunks for smelting. So we've got the iron ore chunks, which will complete that one, and it will give us another 1, 2, 4 iron chunks. We currently have 6, so let's see how many it gives us. It gives us 2, which is actually perfect because you do 2 like that to get into an iron cluster, and then you smelt the iron clusters to, I don't know why it does that. To get the ore, or iron ore. Or do we? No, actually we don't. That's right, we need a jar to do that. So... let's... oops. Let's do this. A slow burn. I've been running gravel through this sluice for what seems like days. My efforts are finally rewarded, but I've only managed to create a single iron ingot. There has to be a more efficient way to process these ore chunks. If I can slow cook the iron ingot, I can probably harden it up to make some more durable iron. Tasks. Smelt down the iron chunks into iron nuggets to craft an iron ingot. Then cook it on the campfire to create the cast iron ingot. That's right, campfire is what we need. So, yeah, that's easy enough. Although I do need to... Do I have a hoe? It does not look like it. So... let's make a stone hoe. Okay. Oops, did not mean to throw the axe. Okay, so need one of those. Let's throw those in there. And I do need sticks actually, so there we go. And I can burn myself on the campfire, so I do need to be careful of that. So how do I do this? Get out of here. Okay, it is a tempered jar. So tempered glass. Just want the regular glass. Just give me the regular glass pane. I want. Of course, it's got to go through all of these variations before going back to the regular glass. Just do this. Oh, that's right. Yeah, duh. That's right. I'm an idiot. Okay, let's do this. Hammer this down. Hammer that down. There we go. Okay. So let's throw that in. Might as well keep this on me. See, I don't know why I can't do the control or shift click to bring it into there. Seems a bit weird. So let me save that one. Organize this a little bit more. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so, and then, yeah, so once we do that, then we again put, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself on that. So, that's right, the ore chunks you either smelt or put in the furnace, right? Yeah, and then you get the nuggets. But in order to actually do anything with this, I need to actually... Okay, so let's take this. Now give us regular stone. Let's do this. So which one yields better or more iron chunks? Is it the sand or is it the gravel? Actually does yield that a bit more, 44%. So at least with the current CU setup. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. We have that now. Let's smelt that to get the hardened glass, or whatever it was. Okay, let's run this through. And once we are able to upgrade this to an iron sluice, we can then basically put a hopper onto it, so it will automatically feed this sluice. Okay, let me actually do this. Do the last two, because this is just about to run out of water. And we get 6 iron chunks. Okay, so you know what? Let's do. Okay, that's all set. Now we just need the cast iron ingot. I actually have completed. Oh yeah, okay. So twerk to work. If you hold a hoe in either hand and spam crouch, you can speed up the growth of nearby crops. This doesn't work on crops from mystical agriculture. It does work on budding Certus quartz. Okay. Got 2 more, so I can smelt those. And 1 more. Let me throw a couple sticks in there, I guess. So, actually, can I do one on here? I cannot. Okay. So, gotta wait for that. And while we are waiting for that, let's clear this out. Let's go up to here. Okay, I do need to do dirt seeds then, or dirt then. Let's do diorite. Grab this diorite as well. Okay, that doesn't work. That's fine. I had 1 use left. But now we can use the netherite hammer. And I gotta sleep here in just a moment. I mean, I don't probably really need to, but I'm going to. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually only do 8 gravel now. I'm going to sluice this dirt. Okay, so we have this now. And let's throw this onto here. Get out of the way. So 22 seconds on that. Oh, I need water. $11, $10, you know, I'll stand over by it so when it does pop off, I can collect it. There, and that will complete that quest. And that will give us some more iron clusters and XP. And now we can work on this one. Tempered glass. On my quest to find a more efficient way to process ore clusters, I've managed to create a stronger glass in my furnace. This tempered glass seems to be able to withstand high temperatures. This has to be the breakthrough I'm looking for. It needs a strong cap on it to store heat. The cast iron ingot I've made seems strong enough to do the trick. Task. Craft a tempered glass jar from tempered glass and cast iron ingot. And it has notes on jar usage here. Jars will automatically push crafting products into an adjacent storage. If it doesn't have something to push into, it will just spit it out onto the floor. They also must be manually activated by pressing the mix button. This can be automated by making a jar automator. And completing this, or completing the tempered glass, will give us an iron ingot, a painting, and a common loot crate. So let's throw this in here and complete that. And let me grab a chest. So we're gonna throw this above here. Put the chest next to it so anything that goes into there, in fact we can throw these into here. And it looks like it gave us just one cluster. That's fine. But let's claim this. So we got 2 to 4 iron ingots out of that painting and common loot crate, which was just an iron chest. So, okay, that works. They actually gave us 3 iron ingots. So now there's a whole bunch of directions we can go into from here. So I think what I want to focus on now, at least right now, is going up into here. Okay, there's the grass seed. So dads everywhere unite. A piece of green dirt has proven to yield some amazing results when ran through the sluice. Aside from a bunch of old plants and seeds, I've found some old grass seeds that seem to still have life in it. Thankfully, it looks like a Bermuda seed, so it should spread very well in this heat. Task. Obtain a grass seed from sluicing dirt. Note, growing flowers. And it gave us 27 dirt. So I'm going to place that there, and then now it will start to spread. So we'll have a nice grass on this floating dirt platform. And then mix that. Okay, so I don't need this in here. Or that one, that's what the painting looks like. You know what, let's expand this just a little bit more. And that just finished completing that last iron ingot, or iron chunk. I gotta do something in here. Okay. Guess it was just a thing that I have. Or it's just that, okay. I guess it's more like a half slab, so that's why I was able to walk over it like that. Ow. Okay, so I need, let's see, 5, 10, 11, 13. Okay. I will need to move this raft. I would think we'd be getting another airdrop here pretty soon. Okay, so now whispers from the deep. Making mob farms. The darkness seems to whisper on this planet. It grows louder the further I swim down. Whenever I'm above water, they go away. But something is calling out to me the second I take a dive. I'm tempted to build out a dark room under water to see what happens if I build it far away from my raft. That should be safe enough. Task. Build a dark room somewhere underwater about 24 blocks away from you. Mobs will not spawn in an aqua-bound expanse biome. Okay. And I get 10 XP plus some rotten flesh. Okay, industrial hemp, sugarcane, wheat. Underwater growth, growing food. I've gathered some seeds from sluicing dirt, but these don't seem like they want to grow. The sugarcane seems to grow just fine, so I don't get it. So far, this planet seems like everything depends on water. Maybe that's the secret. I wonder if it likes my dancing and like the saplings did. Task. Submerge crops underwater to grow wheat and industrial hemp. So we do have industrial hemp here. We do have sugarcane. And it wanted, actually wanted wheat. So I do have wheat seeds. I'm going to throw those two back in there. And so what we need to do now, you know what, let me just do the rest of this. So what I need to do is I need to do this. I'm going to do just the one for now. And we hoe that, because I can't, actually I can hoe it up here, but it won't, I can't place it, so. And then holding this I can twerk, and it will grow, and then now I can collect it. And now I'm just going to collect this again, now that I have that done. Okay, so I'm going to throw those back in there. The wheat I'll just throw into here. Coal will go back there. Dirt will go there. So that's all set. So it gives us XP and Bounty of the Sea, which is another crab maki. Must have quite a few of those by now. Yeah, we got 45. I can... Oh yeah, it gives us speed when I do that for 5 seconds. Or when we eat that. So that will bring us, for us to go to here. Either to the makeshift diving suit or the leather alternative. Let's do the leather alternative. Leather alternative, hemp uses. Industrial hemp is proving to be incredibly durable. The strands themselves are great sources of string, but I believe I can bind these together to make a replacement for leather. For that to happen, I need some sort of binding agent. I believe I can fashion a pot to cook up something just for that. Task is to craft a cooking pot. So we need clay, and we need a bucket. Either just a regular ceramic bucket or iron bucket with water, and then a wooden shovel. So, of course, the wooden shovel is easy to make. In fact, let's do this. And I'm going to make some more sticks. So I got the shovel now. So yeah, clay here. And how did I make that some more? Or again, rather. Oh, the dripper, that's right. onto dirt. So let's do that. And then one more. Actually, no, it's the clay balls that I don't even need to do this. Well, that's fine. It's the clay balls we smelt to get the right? Actually, if I place this down, I can just break it and get the balls. Yeah. Okay, so don't need any of that. Let's sleep. Okay, so that's smelting. And then after that, we go up to honey bottle here. This cooking pot is going to be incredibly useful for making a good home-cooked meal later on. But for now, I just need something sticky to hold together some fabric. Melted sugar should work just fine. Task: use the cooking pot to melt down sugar into honey bottles. Then use it to create ersatz leather. Okay, so I think when I do that, I need to have the cooking pot over here. Yeah. So let's take the glass jar out for now. In fact, I'm just going to stick it into here. I can now do this. Okay, there we go. So that's all set now, and I do need glass jars. I think it actually has to be glass itself, not glass panes. So actually, if I hammer that will give us dirt. Okay, or sand rather. You know what? Let's wait. So I think what I want to do next, we don't have a thing for over here. Actually, I got these done now. So in this one I already had done from the kelp there, kelp goo. So and then Bounty of the Sea, mixed salad. Gave us 14 of them. Help from kelp. Every day that I spend on this vast ocean, the kelp just grows higher and higher. It must have some use, right? I wish I could cut it all down, but I can't reach the bottom yet. Task: using the cooking pot to cook kelp into kelp resin. This can be smelted down into slime balls. Then we get more slime balls and XP. And what I need to do is I need to place another chest down, so we'll just do that one. Okay. There we go, and we got 3 glass bottles here. So what we need to do now, I do have 2 sugarcane. Let me actually go over here and do this. Okay. You know what? Let me just leave those 3 there. Grab the 3 sugar from that. Was it not? Oh, I gotta do it like that. Okay, yeah. And I don't think I actually need the chest there to put it in because it will just output to here. Okay, so we got the honey bottle now. And now what we need to do is we need to get tough fabric, which is made of a stick and 8 industrial hemp fibers. And each, and that gives us, each hemp thing gives us 1 hemp fiber. So let's do this. Dirt, I don't have any more dirt, so stone pebbles. Oops. Did I accidentally? Yeah, I did. Well. I accidentally hammered the dirt I was standing on. So let's build it over here. Like a 4x4 area. I'll need more dirt still. Actually, I don't know if I can. That just gives us red sand. Stone pebbles. Let's throw those into there. And at some point we'll be able to make a cobblestone generator, so we don't need to keep going with the stone pebble stuff. Okay, and then what I'm going to do here... Oh, I need to hoe this, that's right. We got 4 from that. That's right, every 2 it gives you 4. Well, kind of. Or not, yeah. I don't know, whatever. It's not always 2 per, sometimes it's 3 per. But we need at least a stack of the fiber. Just to make one single where'd it go? There it is. Just to make one single leather, basically, or fake leather. Okay, so might as well put those in there, let them grow on their own. So now I need 8 sticks. That gives us 8 tough fabric, and then I use that with the honey bottle. Or it does actually give us 8, okay, yeah, not 1. And then that completes that one, and we get 2 to 4 more. We had 8, and now we have 10, so it gave us 2. And then we can use this to make a backpack. So on the go, portable storage. Ersatz leather is very easy to work with. With this, I can easily create a backpack to hold all of my tools and important items. Task: craft a backpack using ersatz leather. Note, backpacks are heavy and having more than one will cause you to be slowed. So we just need the 4 plus a chest and then string. And 4 string. And we got a chest here. And so all we need to do is place the chest there, string like that, other like that, and there we go. We now have a backpack. And that will go, or can go there. There, now we have a backpack. And if I press B, we can open the inventory for that. So that will give us 25 XP plus a stack upgrade tier 1, which multiplies the number of stacks that can fit in a single slot by 2. So instead of, like, let's say 64 cobblestone in this slot can now hold 28 cobblestone. And then we can, of course, upgrade this backpack even more. So if I press U on this, you can see, well, I can color it too. But we can also surround it by iron to make an iron backpack, which will increase, which is just like these. Will have more storage capacity. And as well, we'll also have an additional upgrade slot here. So, but we also, doing that, completed a general storage task. Sophisticated backpacks. Your inventory is going to get full pretty quick. It is modded MCL after all. The solution is to make a sophisticated backpack. These backpacks provide a simple solution to your inventory problems. They can also be upgraded to hold even more of your items and have tons of cool upgrades to help in your adventures, like the crafting upgrade for a portable crafting table. You can place these in the curio slot as well as for easy access using a keyboard. These can also be placed down in the world by sneak right clicking while it's in your main hand. But one thing we can also do is, if you look here on a stick, want a portable crafting table, make a crafting table on a stick. You even put these in a curio slot. You can even set a keybind for quick access. So if I wanted to have like this sort of thing, what I can do is, in fact, let's trees. I need more wood. And let me actually grab the bottles from here. Now, I'm going to put this back onto here. Put this away. Okay, so what I can do now is I can do this, and I think all I need to do is do that, yes. And that can go into slot crafting on a stick. Oh, right here. Yeah. And I think, no, it's not, it was the, what button I have it set for? C. That's right. So if I press C on my keyboard, it will open the crafting grid that I have here. So that way I don't have to go to a crafting station or crafting table each time. And just like the crafting station, if I put stuff in like that, you can see I'm still missing the 3 oak planks. So if I press C again, you can see they're right there, which is nice. So if I want to work on a crafting recipe, but I don't have all the items yet, but I have some of them, I could put some of them into the crafting grid while I'm waiting to make the others. But anyways, let's grab that XP. And back to getting started. And so we don't have a thing in here, or a task, actually we do, right there. So we'll do this one. That's a lot of iron. So this tempered glass jar has to be the best thing since sliced bread. Instead of only getting nuggets from each ore cluster, I'm getting entire ingots. I definitely need to use the abundance of metal I have now to upgrade my current processing machines. Task: upgrade to an iron sluice with an iron mesh. So in order to get the iron sluice, I need the wooden sluice that we have here, plus 2 iron ingots plus a chain. The chain is iron ingots, or nuggets, with a iron ingot in the middle. So let's do that. Okay. And now I can place that down. And now for the iron mesh, we just need the cloth mesh, which we currently have, surrounded by 4 iron ingots and 4 string. So I don't have any more string there. So, oh yeah, it was the, I don't have a cutting board, do I? Okay, now we have a cutting board. And do I have shears? I thought I had shears, unless I broke them last time. Yeah, I don't see any more shears, so let's do this. Because I need that. Let's put this right here, I guess. There we go. So now we just need 2 more iron ingots. So let's do this. So I'll need to put the cloth mesh back down. Fill this up. Okay, and then we'll do this. Actually, do I have a hopper yet? I don't think I do. And of course I need iron ingots to do that as well, so we'll just have to do this the old-fashioned way for now. I'm out of that, so let's grab the... No, let's grab the mixed salad. Can't put that in there. Already got 43 minutes into the video. Okay, how many iron? Only 4. Awesome. And what I want to do is I want to grab this stuff and throw that stuff into this chest. Okay, well, stone pebbles. Okay. Axe isn't going to help me with that. Oh, that's right. The efficiency is a little bit better with this, the iron sluice as well. That's why the water level isn't quite even like it was before. So, in fact, let's fill this up as much as we can. Only got 2 iron chunks still. Got 5 now. Let's just go through all this gravel and then see how much we have after running all this through. And with the iron mesh, that basically, if I press or open this up, press U1 here, you go to the sluice, you can see right now this is what the it looks like for the percentages of each. And with the iron mesh, you can see the iron chunk goes up to 54%. Diamond, it's up to 69%. And with a blazing mesh, it basically automatically converts it to the ores, or the, not the ores, but the ingots. You need lava instead of the water. And it also gives us, the iron mesh also gives us a couple more items. Gives us, instead of tiny coal, gives us regular coal plus the tiny coal. As well as platinum chunks. Or the ability to get them, rather. Wait. That? When did that land? I didn't even notice that. Let me grab the shears. I gotta sleep first. Let's finish running these through before I sleep and then go over to that. I just happened to notice on the mini-map, and so we'll go over to that after we sleep. So we got 14 iron chunks. Ow. Okay, let's go over to here before it despawns. No, I'm not going to collect the torches. Well, actually, you know what? I lied. They're all gonna go in the water. That one didn't. That one didn't. That one actually didn't. The other one did, though. Okay, so before we open these up, we're gonna do this. And go over to this side. I have a method of how I do this, obviously. Oops. Ow. Okay, now let's eat mixed salad. I got an industrial alarm, quartz fiber, and a raw replica. $16 osmium cluster, a glyph of evaporate, and a diamond to crystal chest upgrade. Silver cluster, 20 silver clusters, a raw replica, a pocket storage unit tier 1, and bottle of enchanting. 23 silver clusters, a laser node, Sourceberry pie, and a sourceberry roll. Okay. So let's go back now that I have all that. Oop, let's grab this torch now that it's on the surface. Okay, let's put some of this away. I'm gonna have to put some of these in this other chest. And the rest will go in here. Well, that I'm gonna keep out. Because I'm gonna do this. Yeah. So now we are able to do that, so I collect that. There we go, now we have an iron mesh. And that completes this quest, which gives us 10 XP plus a common loot crate, which gives us a gold chest. Okay. And fun use of minerals. The iron mesh I've made does an even better job at filtering out minerals in the sluice. I'm finding much more conductive material from gravel using it. I think I just struck gold. Task: using the iron mesh, gather enough gold to create a gold mesh. And in order to do that, basically same thing, but instead of the iron, it's the gold ingots. And smelting upgrades. We'll do that one later. Heating things up a bit for lava. Or heating things up a little. Lava. I've spent what has felt like days running back and forth to my water strainer to collect all the pebbles it's gathered. There has to be an easier way to get cobblestone. The tempered glass jar seems like it can get hot enough over time. I just need a little bit of lava. Task: gather enough cobblestone and create lava using the tempered glass jar. Note: if a jar doesn't have enough storage next to the output the fluid into, it will spit out a fluid capsule instead. Use this back into the jar or any fluid storage place in the fluid, just like a bucket. Okay, so let's mix this last one. And then that will give us the cobblestone generator. And in fact, before we do that, we're going to do storage for the little things. There are a lot of little items that come from the sluice. Chests are a great start, but these items are adding up quick. It will definitely be worth looking into setting up a better storage system. Task: craft any type of storage drawer. To learn more about using functional storage, make sure to check out the general storage chapter. And so, basically just a regular 1x1 oak drawer as a chest surrounded by planks. So let's do that, and I'm going to do that so we can put the cobblestone from the cobblestone, or the, yeah, cobblestone from the cobblestone generator into, yeah, to put that into. So we take that, and just like that we have that. Okay, so now, that will give us a copper upgrade, which multiplies the block item storage by 8, multiplies the block fluid storage by 4, and multiplies the controller radius by 2. And we get some more experience from that. And we get, or completed 2 of these. Functional drawers. Functional drawers is a storage mod that aims to provide an easy solution to storing tons of items in a single block. Drawers come in several varieties. Single drawers, 1x2 drawers, and 2x2 drawers, while 2x2 drawer can store 4 separate items. The total base storage amount is also divided by 4. To place an item in, simply right-click on the drawer with the item. Double right-click will deposit multiple stacks at a time. To remove items from a drawer, left-clicking the drawer will remove one at a time, while sneak left-clicking will pull a full stack at a time. And then storage size upgrades. By default, drawers can only hold a base amount of items depending on their size. You can upgrade this with these upgrades. For example, a standard drawer that holds one type of item can hold up to around 2,000 items for the base amount. Each upgrade multiplies the storage amount, meaning the upgrade stack. Most drawers can hold 4 inventory size upgrades of any tier. Pro tip, you can also place these inside a storage controller to increase the linking range. Okay, so we're at 55 minutes in the video right now. Let's work on getting the cobblestone generator going. So what I need to do is I need to make or get some more cobblestone. Just throw one in here. Let me make... I don't have enough iron. Does it go in here? No, it's right there. Ow. Okay, so then I can actually place that back into here, and then I can use the bucket to get the lava, or get a bucket of lava rather. Okay, let's mix this one. And then once we get the cobblestone generator, that will be it for this video. So we've made quite a bit more progress. Didn't go quite as far in the progress tree here as we had before, but that's fine. Okay, so got that. That'll give us another bucket and experience. And then for this, no more pebbles. Cobblestone generation. When mixing in the tempered glass jar, the fluids it produces seem to fit nicely in another glass jar. I can easily transfer the lava out once it's stored. With this knowledge, I believe I have figured out how to make a machine that will automate making cobblestone for me. I just need a bucket of lava and a lot of cobblestone. Task: using the fluid capsules of lava, transfer this into a tempered glass jar and use a bucket to scoop it up. Use this to create a stone cobble generator. And all I need is a regular bucket of water, glass, and compressed cobblestone. So, well, 6 compressed cobblestone. So we'll need a lot more, obviously, cobblestone. So we're going to do this. It's just about time to sleep again. So let's get water with that. Take 1 of that. In fact, actually I'll wait. And the andesite. Okay, so how many? 6, perfect. And that's it. Let's sleep. I will then place this down, and I think if I put this in front, right? Yes. And I can upgrade that. So as you can see now, it can hold up to 16.4 thousand cobblestone. I can also right-click the cobblestone generator to get that. But yeah, now we're generating cobblestone, so that's exciting. And with that being said, we're going to switch to the outro song. I'm going to put those buckets in there. collect our rewards from this. We get a spruce drawer, copper upgrade, and 10 XP. And we're gonna throw that into here, and now it's raining. A thunderstorm, so we can actually sleep. Okay, so basically in this section here, all we have left to do is the Whisperers from the Deep. And honestly, the best way to complete this, which I did in my regular off-camera survival, was wait till I get a reward of rotten flesh, or break a chest, or whatever. The crate that has the rotten flesh, and then of course the makeshift diving suit. But now from here we can go this way, we can go up to here, and we can go down to here. This will move us on to the steaming ahead, so I want to do that last. So I think what we'll do is we'll work over here, then down to here, and then up to here, getting these 2 or 3 as well along the way. But yeah, we're making a good amount of progress. We got iron now. We have a way to make or generate cobblestone. We got ourselves a backpack for storage, which we don't have anything in yet. Well, that's cool. If I do that, it brings up like a little thing. Yeah. But anyways, that is just about going to do it for this video though. So hopefully you've all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a thumbs up. And of course, as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye!